Good morning, all you biologists and geneticists. Welcome to a special edition of Mr. Science TV. We're on location today at the Casa de Carmine. Let's go ahead and get started with what we need to work on today. Of course, here is Science home page. If you have any questions throughout the day and you want to make a quick type out here, if you go to the chatter doc, it will bring up this document here. And I'll answer any questions, and maybe you can answer other questions as well for other students if they have it. Looks like this document here. Next, let's go to the calendar, see what we're working on today. Our calendar for 8th grade science has basically one thing on it. We're going to do some genetic crossing. Some more practice here. Here are the office hours where I'll be doing in Google Meet if you have any questions. Here's the virtual lab. It is a worksheet. You're going to need to go to Pearson Realize to do this. Make sure you share and submit your assignment through Canvas. Once you click on the worksheet, it's going to force you to make a copy of Genetic Crosses Virtual Lab. That's what you're going to be looking for on Canvas or on Pearson Realize. Here is what that document looks like. First thing you should do before you get started, of course, share it. So if this allows me to share it, I will. Share. Pick me. Share it with me. Okay. Now the Pearson Realize activity, if you've forgotten how to get there, you'll need to go through PowerSchool. Of course, you'll go to the parent students, bring up your grade book, over here will be Pearson courses. Over here will be Syllabus Realize. You should see the new assignment here. I have to go through it the longer way. We're now in Chapter 3, Lesson 3, if you need textbook help. This new window. F1, hopefully that's familiar. The F1 generation. You wave your hand to shoo some flies away from the fruit bowl, but not all the flies fly away. When you look closer, you see some of the flies have no wings. Did the flies develop that way, or did something in their environment cause them to lose their wings? That's what we're going to learn about today, is traits. Our learning objective is to identify patterns of inheritance for dominant and recessive traits by observing traits in multiple generations of offspring. And we're going to use data from multiple generations to determine whether a trait is genetic or acquired, which we're going to start talking more about. What's the difference between a trait you get through genetics and one you get through acquiring it? So our investigation starts by selecting a male fly with no wings and a female fly with wings and place them into a jar to mate. Here's the jar. We're going to click Run to see the jar after the F1 cross. Then click Results to see the data. Based on the results, think about the genotype, or which alleles are present, of each parent, if the presence of wings is a genetic trait. So we're going to go ahead and click the Run. Two flies become many. We're going to look at the results. We see there are 209 females with wings and 193 males with wings. So remember, we crossed a male without wings. We crossed a female with wings. The result, they all now have wings. 209, 193. Come back to our document. Record the likely genotype for each parent in the P generation if lack of wings is a genetic trait. So what do we think here? I think male that didn't have wings, female that had wings. And every one of them has wings. Hopefully we remember that probably the male didn't have wings and all the offspring does. That means that's probably a recessive trait. All of them have this, have wings. The female probably was homozygous. So our parent generation is probably this. So in our document, probably have two lowercase, probably have two uppercase. We would put that into a Punnett square, female parent, 2 capital W, male parent, 2 lowercase. And then you would fill in the Punnett square accordingly, taking the female parents, capital W, all the way down. For allele 1, allele 2, same thing. And the male parent, recessive. There's that. Couple of questions to answer here for part 1. Based on the Punnett square above, would a lack of wings be a dominant or recessive trait? Pretty easy. Does the genetic cross suggest the lack of wings is a genetic trait? What do you think? Explain why or why not. Go on to part 2. It's more stuff than using data to give us a percentage. This answer should be based upon up here. Same. This answer based upon this. That was the last 3 quiz questions you guys had on Friday. Several of you missed it. After you run the second cross, you're going to get total number of offspring. You're going to write that number here. Total flies with wings, male and female, right here. Without wings, male and female, right there. A little bit of math. A little bit of math. A few more questions. Okay? Again, make sure that you share the document with me. You'll also submit it through this. Okay? Any questions today? Again, you can use the Google document, the Chatter doc that I've made for you, or during class times for 8th graders, I will be available on Google Chat if you want to talk to me in person. Or if you just want to stop by and say hello. My class chimes for you guys are also posted on the calendar. Alright? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye now.